Yeah, I'm the Kool Uncle. Yeah, I'm the Kool Uncle. Yeah, hey, I'm the Kool Uncle. All right, man. Welcome to the Kool Uncle Podcast.
Cool.
Yeah,
What's happening?
and we got some stuff to talk about today, fellas.
Yeah, man. Good seeing you, brothers.
Yeah,
Yeah, before we get to that, man, what's up, man? It's another week in the bag. You know what I'm
another
saying?
week. Yeah,
Another
What's
week.
been going on? What's been going on with y'all this week?
nah,
This
go ahead,
past
bro.
week.
Yeah, what's going on?
Man, last week wasn't too good for me.
Oh no.
Yeah, I
Not
remember.
good.
Yeah, you was telling
Oh,
me
yeah.
we
I
chopped
was
it
on
up.
overload.
Yeah.
Too much bandwidth.
Yeah.
I used way too much, but I got a lot of songs done. I got like 5 songs done.
Okay, got that work in.
I just need to get 5 album covers.
Hardest working man in the beach right there, man.
Man, hey, sometimes it don't work out with the brain like you want it to. I mean, but I was productive. I felt good about being productive. I just didn't feel good about actually getting them loaded up.
Got you.
But it's cool because I got 5, and I'm a rip 5 of them up and get that done. And today's Monday, so I'm back on it this week, man. I got a bunch of joints lined up. In fact, I got some cool tracks from LV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
okay.
that boy, yeah, he been going crazy, man.
Yeah, he stay working.
Yeah, shout
he
out
stay
to
working.
LV, man, and CBs. They both going
Yeah.
crazy over there.
Yeah. In fact, I seen CB's name on it too. So
Oh yeah.
hey, man, I'm coming.
No, the team, the dream team over
Yeah.
here. You feel me?
There
Yes,
we go.
Indeed.
There
so,
we go.
So I'm all right, man. I'm in a good place, and we got our joint dropping here. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Check 'em out.
that's getting loaded up tonight.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's getting loaded up tonight, dropping on Friday. You know, that's gonna be Friday, a different Friday from what y'all gonna see once this is live. But it
Right.
is what it
Oh, yeah.
is.
Right.
By the time y'all see it, make sure you go stream it. What's the name of it, Lou?
If it don't, no, it's 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
9 to 5.
For all the hard working
okay.
people, all the hard working people
Yeah.
out there, man. You know what I'm
9 to
saying? Like
5.
me, still working at 9 to 5, chasing the dream,
Ain't nothing wrong with a 9 to 5.
or attracting the dream. You know what I'm saying?
Man, more of these artists and producers need to do more of these 9 to 5 so they could pay for their studio time.
They definitely need a
we just talked about budgeting
man.
Right.
because
Right.
$1,000, $2,000 a song. They better get to it.
They gotta figure out something.
He said 2,000 or something. That's crazy.
So what
Why don't you
about
add
your
the video then?
Man, how's this last week been, man? I say productive. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning. I'm learning a little bit, trying to figure out how I want to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And structure some things. But I'm really gearing up, ready to kind of like hit the gas even more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And kind of start dropping like crazy. Start turning people up. You feel me? Like come with some different sounds. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
But
You
outside of that, same old thing, man. Take care of the fam. And just living, man. Trying to make sure I don't go outside my bandwidth. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you gotta stay in your lane, huh?
Try to stay in my lane, man. You know. But
You know,
yeah.
Lou, we got to check the stats, though. Check the stats, brother.
Right.
My man's moving up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He
for
grinding
sure.
out here,
Oh
man.
yeah, we working, man, nonstop.
My boy, that
Nonstop.
master cap
My
cut
man.
over there.
Right.
Oh, my-
Hey, my man's at 3,743 followers.
And what
man.
you started with like 2 months ago?
Road to 10K. Yeah, 2 months ago I had less than 1,000. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Road to 10K, man. It ain't easy and it ain't cheap. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey, but it's organic.
It's
Oh
organic.
yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
organic.
Oh yeah. The fan base organic. They tapping in
No
from all over the country.
pesticides.
Right. No GMO.
No GMO.
Good. Congrats to that, man. I'm loving the journey. Loving, watching it, talking
real.
about it.
Appreciate it, man.
It's real deal.
Appreciate
It's
it,
real
man.
deal, and it's a testament to, the process works if you follow it.
Right. Now that's a fact. The
goddamn
blueprint is there for everybody.
We know that 9 to 5 help.
Right. Oh yeah. You know what? I seen LaRussell put it perfectly, man. He's like, man, your job that's your record label.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your job. 'Cause I had this fucked up too for a long time. I used to be, as artists, you feel like, oh man, this job is like killing my soul. I don't want to be here. That's like some entitled bullshit. You feel me? Everybody got to work. It don't matter just because you got a dream. We all got to work. You feel me? So I had to accept that, realize that. And when you look at your job like your label, that's a whole, now you like, oh, now I got unlimited funds. If I want to work overtime, hopefully if that's available at your job, you feel me? I could work OT. You know what I'm saying?
Always DoorDash, Grubhub, and all that to make that extra little.
Yeah, and everybody's situation different. I don't have no kids, I don't have no mortgage. So the last couple years, all I was doing was working and saving money anyway. So now I'm like, I'm about to blow the bag on my craft. You feel me? Like,
you about to fund your dream.
Yeah, that's it. I signed myself.
It's a blessing though to hear you say that though, because a lot of people won't take that initiative to actually do it.
Fear-based thinking, man. Poverty-based thinking. You know.
Yeah.
I struggle with it too. It's right now the economy shit fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough. It ain't easy. It's not an easy thing to do. But it's like if you feel like you got the talent and you feel like you got something that's gonna work, the only way to see if that's true is to just put it to the test.
You gotta test.
Put your money. What they say? Put your money where your mouth is.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stop being scared, man. Stop
Scared money don't make no money.
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Man, you feel me? Yeah. What's up with you though, brother?
Oh man, I'm just grinding, bro. I just for some reason I said I'm just going overtime with these beats. So, like I made like 20 beats this week.
Okay.
I usually make like 6, 7.
Oh, you went. Oh yeah, you went ham.
OD, finish them, mix them, export them, arrange them. I've been uploading new beats to my website on Airbit. You feel me?
Nigga ain't send me one beat, bro. Nigga ain't send me one.
What's the site name?
Airbit.
What's your link? What's your link on there?
You guys just look up Bag That Money. BAGDAT Money.
Bag That Money.
So I've been uploading a lot of beats up there. Cause I'm waiting for my artwork for my album. I ain't gonna call it my album, but my project. I'm waiting for the artwork.
Compilation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's still in the works, but I'm a step closer. You feel me?
Yeah.
Other than that, family, taking care of the fam, making sure everything's straight at home.
That remodel project done?
Oh man, they'll be done tomorrow. Man, I can't wait. Right, because that spot is like the coolest spot in the house now. It's like, bro, I can't use it yet. Come on. So, but yeah, tomorrow the last day.
That's gonna low key turn into the studio.
I already made arrangement, bro. My equipment going to the shed. The shed, the 10 by 10. So that's a nice size room. Hey, put me in there. I don't care about the crates to the side.
I feel like if you do music, that's your man cave. You feel me? Is your studio. If you got your own space, you know what I mean, and you a creative, that man cave is that's the studio.
It's
man.
needed. Sometimes cause when I'm in the house trying to create, too many distractions. Not saying like it's a bad thing, but you feel me? I see clothes I need folded. You feel me? I could go to the refrigerator and go get food every 5 minutes. You feel me? It's just so much. I go to the bathroom, it's right there. Like, it's too many distractions at the crib that just, like, I could be home alone and I still be distracted. You feel me? So it's not the family. It's just shit need to be done at the crib all the time. Like, that's never ending cycle. You feel me?
Right. It's life.
It's life. So it's like, when I get to in my man cave, I feel like, you feel me? All that shit can wait.
Right.
And it's not in my face, so I really don't feel bad about not taking care of it right there in the moment. You feel me?
Well, fellas, the cool thing is we back together. We alive, we breathing. God done blessed us with another day.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And we got an opportunity to debate, talk, conversate.
What we debating on today? Professor Pro, man, let me know. What's happening? What's happening, man?
Man, we're gonna talk about what is a classic album?
What is a classic?
Is the idea of the classic album dead?
Ooh.
Or is it alive? We're going to break it down. We're going to chop it up.
Okay, I like
what's
that.
going on.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, what's going on in the world?
I like that.
The reality is when you know, me growing up, I grew up to some classic albums.
Right.
Ones that I would consider classic, you know.
Yeah. You talking about the 90s?
Man, the 90s, man.
Yeah.
That golden era.
Then the 2000s, too.
I think for me, probably one of the first albums where I could just say it was a life changer for me from a marketing perspective and just everything that was kind of going on. I'm going to say was The Chronic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
mean,
universally
but-
recognized. Yeah, for sure.
But then Nas's first album was big too, and those were just huge things. But if you really just start going through history and looking at all the different albums and different genres and things of that nature, you really look forward to listening to an album.
Yeah.
Man, I remember standing at the mom and pop record store to go buy a CD.
Yeah.
You know, whatever it was, whatever my favorite producer was, if it was Dr. Dre, DJ Quick, Jermaine Dupri, you know, all the guys down in the South, you know, I was there. I was a fiend for buying albums.
Right.
It wasn't about singles. I care less about man, give me the album. I want to hit play and listen to it from the beginning to the
All the
end,
way through.
and I'm gonna play it again.
Read
from
the
beginning
credits
to
and
the
all.
end. Read the credits and all. Who produced this? Who wrote this?
What
Yeah.
studio they recorded that?
All of it. I
The
wanted to
booklet,
know all
yeah.
of
When
it.
you got, yeah.
I wanted
See the
to know all
special
of it.
things.
I wanted to
Yeah.
know it all. So now it's a different game, man. So I don't know. I'm trying to understand, you know, what's changed in society and what's changed, you know.
Oh, we got a lot to cover
Hey,
today.
look, man, I'm gonna catch some heat for this though. Watch. I never been a fan of Nas music,
Wow.
so I can't never say Nas got a classic
Illmatic?
album to me.
No.
I mean, people say it's
you
a
got
classic
a
album,
homework
but
assignment, bro. You got
Hey,
a homework assignment.
I just really could never. I was okay. Let me be honest. I was a Jay-Z fan, and I became a Jay-Z fan during the battle. And it was like, yeah, I ain't listening to nothing that nigga.
But you know, man, it's because we West Coast babies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, unless you had somebody in your life that was like sitting you down, like, man, listen, like you had a big uncle, a brother, or
Yeah.
somebody. You know, that's how most cats I know out here that like have other influences like that and was up on them albums. They had somebody older than them putting them on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, my uncle was strictly West Coast, nigga. All I listened to
Gangsta shit.
Dub C, Ice Cube, Mexican, the East Siders. You
Yeah.
feel me? It was just all West Coast. Like, my family was really like,
Okay.
we West Coast.
East Side is the first album or the second album? Which one?
Deuces and Trays, whichever one that was, it was that one.
It's the one where it's black and I think it's like black and white.
Okay. G'd Up or I Love It?
Hey, no both
Gangsta
both
up.
classics to me.
It ain't. I love it.
I love it.
I love because if
Oh,
I'm thinking
come
if it ain't
through, through.
because
Nigga,
that I love it, that's that Seawalk tempo.
Yeah.
G'd Up was like more slow. And stay gangstered up. Stay gangstered up. Yeah, that was
Ain't me.
smooth, cool.
But
yeah.
see, like I
Love It
said,
was like
my roots. I'm West Coast, so both
Right.
of those are classics to me.
Right.
You feel me? I'm not picking and choosing. Like, I'm rocking with both.
I'm
of
taking
them.
hey man, we from the beach. And I went, I went to.
But it get tricky. Who produced them? Then Battle Cat did both.
Battle Cat did both.
Battle Cat.
One of my favorite producers.
Well,
Right.
well, Battle
right.
Cat wasn't the only producer on them, though.
Yeah, but you know Battle Cat bass
yeah,
lines in that clap.
But the hits.
Yeah,
the
you-
hits.
yeah.
Shout out Battle Cat.
Yeah, shout
Hey,
out.
no,
Yeah.
real shout out to Battle Cat because
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah.
he be tapping in, bro. Battle Cat be tapped in, bro.
Oh yeah,
Like
no,
it
for
ain't
real.
no reason. He's a legend, right? He's a living
He's
legend.
for sure a legend.
I'm just on the, you know what I mean? I've been around for a minute, but I'm still on underground on the come up. He be tapped into my shit.
No,
Like he be having his ear to the streets, bruh. Like
yeah,
like
I
none other.
ran into him a while back, and I told him who I was. He like, yeah, that new shit. Like he was like, yeah, that new shit y'all doing. I fuck
was
with
on
it.
it, yeah.
I was like, oh, that shit, baby. I'm about to go to the studio right now. Like I
Yeah.
felt good. I'm like, oh, okay, the
Yeah.
OG respect.
Nah, he need his
You feel me?
flowers.
Yeah.
Nah. Cat deserves his flowers because for him to have accomplished everything he's accomplished and to still go out of his way
Yeah,
to even just pay attention to what smaller, lesser known artists are doing.
or just the
It's like-
new generation.
And I don't see nobody else that do that out here, honestly, that make it a point. I'm talking about like follow you, he will like your shit, comment on you, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Like he really be tapped in like
That's
to
what's
the
up.
to the younger generation, bro, and he don't have to be.
Yeah, man. No, Cat cool.
Yeah,
Cool, man.
super.
Good spirit. Good
Yeah.
spirit.
Good dude, man. Good dude. It give me encouragement. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You know, you think about classic albums. What's like that one album for you, Lou, that just sticks to you? You go back to it. You got it on repeat, even to this day. There's got to be one.
It's a few. It's a few, but if I had to go off of just like the top of the list, it's hard for me to pick an order. But if I went off the top of the list, y'all know, man. I don't know. I'm probably gonna say this 1,000 times. Though my favorite producer, DJ Quick, man. So
Okay.
I'm going street gospel, nonfiction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going all his run his classic run, his whole discography. But for me in particular, it was because I'm 37.
Right.
Got old on you. I'm 37. So for me, when I was like in middle school, like that's the shit. Like the late 90s, early 2000s is like that rhythmalism. I listened to the older ones, Safe and Sound and shit like that.
Options?
But yeah, balancing options.
Yeah.
Them, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Sonically, for me, that really pushed me to want to be a real good engineer. It was Safe and Sound.
Oh yeah,
Safe and Sound. The sonics on that was insane.
You know, man,
it was crazy. I don't know what he was on. Whatever that shit was, I need some of it. But sonically, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
The clarity, the hi-hats, the chords, it was spaced out. Everything was...
It was balanced. Yeah,
that was... Man, I had a little Honda Civic and with the 12s in the back, man.
You can picture it in your head right now, huh? You remember, yeah. That's what a classic album is, though, right?
Man.
You can visually like just
take you back.
You remember like that time,
that moment.
And for sure, Chronic. I mean, for sure, I can't leave out the Chronic 2001.
Oh my God, hey, bro.
I remember when I bought that. Yeah,
that's like number one on my list.
Yeah,
Chronic 2001.
Chronic 2001.
Because we was freshmen.
We was freshmen.
Junior.
No, we were like 8th grade, 9th grade.
Sophomore. No.
2001. We graduated.
We 05. Oh no, we was freshmen.
We graduated 2000 from middle school.
Oh yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, because it did come out in 2000.
Yep.
Damn, that was right before high school.
And that's when I had my nigga. That was like one of my first CDs I bought. I had a CD player.
Yeah.
Nigga, I used to catch the bus 2 hours to go to school. I'm listening to that. Nigga, back to school and back every day.
Hey, no, y'all don't know about like Digital Underground.
Yeah.
But for us, that's music we like went back. We wasn't. It didn't drop while we was in our prime. You feel me? Like
Fushnikins.
Yeah, I can't say I listened to a whole Fushnikins album.
Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
In fact, they just got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Man,
all that shit is legendary, but for me, it's like those are albums I went back to. Like I got a long list of shit I went back to, but the ones that's gonna be at the top of my brain when I'm thinking of it is like the ones where I was like 13, 14,
high school.
Because really that's when I was super freestyling all the time off the dunk. Like I mean, I was really into that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You was a battle rapper, Lou?
Oh, that's how I started.
Yeah, that nigga was for sure a battle rapper. Everybody knew him through the beat.
What they used to call you? What was your battle rap name?
Just Lou. Everybody just knew me as Lou. I had some other little names. I can't even remember. We was trying to come up with names, but everybody just knew me as me. Just Lou.
Okay.
Yeah, little fat Lou play basketball and rap.
Huh?
Yeah.
What Lou say? I never been a skinny kid. I always been oblique. What did you say?
Oh, I say never. I say always been chubby, never been obtuse. Always been chubby, never been stupid. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. All right. Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah. You know, I
Yeah. I see you. You've been streaming. You've been streaming that thing. I wanted to say, man, the Chronic 2000. I just distinctly remember, bro, when I went and bought that, because I went to the store and bought that album.
Right.
And I was a young kid. You know, moms used to work a lot. Moms was at work. I used to from during that time over there by Hoover. I used to walk home to my grandparents' house sometime, and I walk home. You know, Papa, Grandpa probably still be working. Grandma would probably be getting home from work. She probably cooking or something. Right. So I'm just by myself chilling most times. So I put that out. Matter of fact, I think that day when I got it, I don't think nobody was home. So they had the old school system, radio system. I had that shit blasting. But the funny thing is that LA niggas track. Da-da-da-da-da. In my younger days, I used to sport a rag, backpack full of cans, puff a 4-4 mag, G'd up from the feet up. Hey, that shit,
smoking.
Drinking hot. Hey, listen, I played that song. I bullshit you not. I probably played that 100 times back to back. the first time I listened to that
that's
album.
one of my favorite songs off the album.
Yeah,
bro. That's how I know the
bro.
verse.
I probably played that song 100 times, but I was like, this shit hard. I was
The beat. Hey, see, that album made me, like, when I go produce, my shit got to be as clean as that. That's what, so when I'm chasing a sound, I'm chasing Chronic 2001 sound.
Got you. Yeah, that's the.
This-
I mean, it's
yeah.
the standard.
So can an album like YG, My Crazy Life, can that be considered a classic?
It's a
now?
classic.
I think so.
But look, let me tell you something. So what we don't know is the sonics behind YG My Crazy Life album.
Come
Guess
on,
who?
talk to
Guess
us.
who mixed it?
Who?
DJ Quick.
Oh, that's
So
got
a
you.
classic album has to have a legendary producer
So
behind
he had
it.
best of both worlds because that album was patterned after Chronic 2001, but it was mixed by
by-
Quick.
That's a go back album I go to,
Yeah.
and I listen
Yeah.
to it all day long. There's
Yeah,
certain albums they're in repeat. They on the playlist and they're always gonna pop up. And that album you could hit play on the first song
And go through.
and all the way through.
Run it.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
Y'all gonna make me go back to it because I ain't listened to it in a minute. But I remember when it dropped,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, this crazy. This is crazy." And because I really felt like at that time we hadn't, I'm always looking at shit from like how the younger generations is gonna be impacted.
Right.
And I felt like at that time that was just missing. That
Yeah.
element, especially from out here, just that sound, that feel, the storytelling, the vibe, the overall aura of like what a classic album feels like. I felt like that was perfect for that time because I was a little older. We was a little older when it dropped, but especially for that younger generation, I was like, oh, this is to me that's what it was. Like, oh, this is they Chronic, this is they Doggy Style.
But
This is
that's what gave us Mustard. You feel me? Mustard became the Dr. Dre of the new generation with that album because that was a classic. And
Right.
they was like, damn, you did that, bro. You up there now.
Right.
Did he produce the whole album or just
He
majority of
definitely
the songs?
he did majority of it. You feel me? He probably, A&R there.
So it's fair to say that's probably the transition of producers not doing the entire album.
I don't know because
I mean, producers still do, like, because Mike Will was dropping shit. He was doing the entire albums. So I think it's just to each his own, really.
Okay.
It wasn't like a shit. I think what makes a classic album is having mainly one producer produce it. Like, you can have other producers on it, but one producer need to oversee the project, and that will create a classic.
got you.
Because artists is really just trying to fit what's cool. Producers is trying to make you sound different. You feel me?
Right.
Interesting.
We talked about that in the message thread. I was
Yeah.
like, man, I'm glad with all this shit going on. I was like, I'm glad I got locked in with my boy Venom when I did, you know what I mean? Because just like you and Cam, you know what I'm saying? You got that got to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that got to come back. Like, that artist-producer duo. I mean, you got Metro
and Future
for,
going
Metro
crazy.
Future. You got Drake and Fody had it, you know what I'm saying? That was doing it.
But if you know the Future, when he do a project, it's really be one producer that get the shine from his project. Remember, he had ATL Jacob. ATL
okay.
Jacob became a bigger producer by producing Future last project.
Yeah.
Now it's a classic project,
Yeah.
quote unquote. You feel me? I mean, to each his own. Everybody gonna say this new music, like, it's subjective to being a classic. Like, you feel me? We gotta move the goalpost to, oh, this a classic, this not a classic. But we know when we go back in our head and listen to Chronic 2001, we know, everybody know that's a classic. Like, it ain't up for debate.
No debate. Yeah. I guess that's a perfect segue into the, like, what makes a classic album, right?
Well, good point, Lou. We're gonna take us a little commercial break.
Okay.
And we're gonna dive right into that.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Once again.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Back from commercial break. Shout out to the sponsors.
Yeah, man.
Even though we ain't got none yet, but they coming.
Hey man, we got sponsors, man. We got the hood sponsors.
Oh,
man.
yeah, we got, hey, Big Pound. Shout out to Big Pound. We
Yes,
got
sir.
Bad That Money.
Yes,
we got
sir.
a lot
Lot
LA.
LA.
You feel me?
Come on, baby. What you talking about? Neck Breaking Productions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. Shout out to the homies,
Co-TZ.
man. Yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
Daytona, man.
Money Music. Yeah, we got a few people that's
Oh,
behind
man.
us. You feel me?
We not stopping. We
Hey, we gotta bring
sponsor.
Tone on, man, for a guest, man.
No, for real, man. We're gonna bring the whole producer clique on.
Yeah,
we bringing the squad. We bringing
We're
everybody
gonna bring
on.
the squad on.
yeah.
I got something. I'm gonna run by y'all.
Okay.
That might
Okay.
make some sense.
Make
Yeah.
some. Okay.
But jumping back into this classic album topic, D-Nice, you a producer, a real good producer,
Appreciate that.
really good engineer, and really just a master of controlling studio sessions.
Nah, man, that's a skill learned. You feel me? And you don't got it. I mean, some people got it, but I had to learn it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Talk to us about how do you make the magic happen?
I
To
mean,
even get to a point of creating of what in that time, in that moment that you would hope and would perceive to be a classic album at some point in time in life.
But what's crazy, I had never been a part of I don't know. For me, I don't feel like I ever been a part of a classic album.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I still haven't reached that yet.
That's just humbleness.
I mean, I've been a part of, I made a classic song,
Yeah.
but like an album, that's different. You feel me?
Yeah, because I think I think I get what you mean. It's like when that process is very cohesive.
Yeah, it's different.
You know what I'm saying? For him, he on his come up, he was mainly just like do what you do with the track. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Right, yeah.
Like shooting cast tracks, and then what they
Like,
do
I didn't
what they
work
do
with
with
the
it.
other producer on the album.
Right.
It was just I sent the beat in, I got a placement. You feel me? It
Right.
wasn't like I was hands on.
You was a part
I
of
was
it,
part
but you
of it.
wasn't a part of like that process.
Yeah, I wasn't part of the process.
But there's an evolution coming along, because I'm not gonna lie, I done watched him put together some really, really, like the project he working on right now.
Yeah.
That shit hard.
Yeah, I ain't even heard all this. I gotta hear it,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
I heard a couple little things.
Bro,
Hey.
sit here and play 20 songs. He be like, I gotta cut about 10 songs out. But,
Yeah, I got
I'm
10.
like, bro,
I got
come
my
on.
10. I got my 10 to get in.
but it all makes sense. It's all flowing together.
Yeah.
So even though you haven't made a quote unquote classic album as a whole,
I mean, to the
you're
masses.
make-
But to me, I have produced classic projects to me that I thought was classic. I know it may lack just because of funding, but I know with the proper funding, this
Yeah.
could have been a classic. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like when I was with League of Stars, our first project, League of Stars FM Volume 1,
Come on.
that was a classic project. You feel me? To us,
Come
we
on.
had everybody on it. And plus, most of those songs were singles. They performed well. Some of them gold and platinum. You feel me? So
Right.
Come on.
I've been a part of the process, so I understand it and know what it takes to make a classic just by I've been around certain artists that got classic albums. I'm
Got
like,
you.
oh, okay.
What was the singles off that?
Off the League of Stars, it was I Don't Want Her, Eric Bellinger, and Problem. Shit. I gotta look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
It's been so long ago.
Got you.
Let me look it up.
That was
man.
the first one?
Huh?
That was the first one y'all put out?
That's the first
Volume?
project we put out.
Got you.
And they all still working. Eric's still working, still touring.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Everybody that was a part of that project was legend, bro. We
Hey, he's
had Nelly on our first project, bro.
Oh yeah,
Right.
We had Nelly.
Legendary.
that's crazy.
Crazy.
Hey, what's his name though? Eric
But we had
Bellinger.
Jadakiss.
Really?
Yes. Look, bro, we had Chris Brown. We had Snoop Dogg. We had J-Rock, Clyde Carson.
Come
We-
on, man.
Come on, bro. We had Bad Luck, Eric Bellinger, Problem, Sage the Gemini, The Game, Casey Veggies, Tyga, Nelly, Too Short, Glasses Malone, Scheme, Wiz Khalifa, Jadakiss, Trader Truth, Hood Boss, Problem, D-Lo, Sleepy D, E40.
Man,
It
you
was a
got,
classic.
man, tell the people the name of this album, man. We gonna go get some streams for that song.
Hey,
For
man,
that album.
it's Los
Tell it to 'em.
FM, Volume 1, the deluxe edition.
Yeah.
Low
Yeah,
set film.
you
Okay.
feel me? I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah, go ahead and stream that. But like that process of putting that together, it taught me so much about putting a project together.
For real.
Like you feel me? I learned how to, cause I seen it perform too, so I know it was a success to me. I'm like, oh, okay.
And y'all did the Mollywoods too, right?
We did the Mollywoods.
Both of them, right?
I was, and then that's where I got my feet wet, cause that's where I produced most of the records on the first Mollywood.
Yeah, I was gonna say them to me. I mean, it's like we was talking about. A classic got to be like globally recognized, right?
Oh,
But
right.
then to me, you also got regional classics, and them Mollywoods to me
Oh,
is
yeah.
regional. Them is like West Coast underground classics to me. You know
Well,
what
I'm gonna
saying?
even put y'all on something like that Mollywood, the first one.
Yeah.
So it was Tone Bone, the first person I knew that was signed to League of Stars. Then it was me. I ain't gonna say me, I single-handedly brought them with me.
Yeah.
But when there was a decision to be made, I vouched for Dupree, I vouched for Jay Nari, and I vouched for Trent.
Yeah.
So all the producers that came to League of Stars was, you feel me, I had a hand picking on them. So when we made this work together, I knew all these guys' strengths. So when we made the projects, it was like me, I quarterbacked it low key.
That's that cohesiveness.
You see, that's how I work.
Right.
Like, okay, I'll put all these great guys together. We could do great things together.
That gotta be your new alias, man.
Oh yeah.
D Nice.
Man, I told this
D
guy
Nice, the
like the
quarterback,
general,
low key
man.
quarterback.
Hey, man, I be low key quarterback.
He got a way of getting you to do stuff without telling you to do stuff, man.
Right. Master manipulator.
No, I don't even manipulate, bro.
He just, I'm fucking with you,
like,
man. I'm fucking with you.
I know people character. I know what they willing to do.
Right.
So it's like, if I give them the opportunity, most people that's gonna jump on opportunity are gonna take it. So it's not manipulating. It's just like, I'm getting you the alley hoop.
No, I'm just throwing that little Kendrick reference out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man,
He said
nah.
master manipulator.
Hey man, don't call me. I ain't Drake, bro. I'm D Nice, man. I'm Uncle Don.
Uncle Don.
But yeah, man. What you think, Pro, man? What makes a classic to you as a listener?
So I'll answer that by telling you I was watching a YouTube clip and Dr. Dre was on there talking. It was Dre and Snoop.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. And Dre just talks about, you know, a producer working with the artist and locking in and, you know, building, you know, building from the beginning and just building up, right?
Right.
And, you know, you multiply that with a bunch of other conversations from other producers in the industry who have really, really, you know, made waves in the industry. They'll all say the same thing. I'm going to find an artist. I'm going to work with that artist. I'm going to build them up. We're going to find the right sound. I'm going to do the whole album. I think a lot of times producers now, they're not selfish enough.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, I got a couple songs and on them, cool. I'm happy with a couple placements. Nah, if the MC is dope, and it's really the next one, I'm taking all that to myself. I don't want nobody working with. I'm working with them.
Right.
Get over here. You're mine. I'm not letting you leave the studio, bro.
Yeah.
That's the starting process. Those are the building blocks. You know, I want my sound. Bro, I was blessed to have a good neighborhood and good homies that trusted my process when I was young. When I was a 14-year-old kid, that was in the back of my house. I was producing off of a Yamaha PSR 10. TG Pro 1994 mixtape.
94.
Man.
I would not let any of my artists go anywhere else.
What was I, 7? I was 7 years old.
They weren't going nowhere, bro. Y'all recording right here in the Sugar Shack.
Right.
I'm producing everybody.
Yeah.
With no other producers coming over there. And I knew a lot of producers, but I wouldn't let no other producers come over there.
Right.
It was just me.
He was gatekeeping.
For real. I was selfish. Selfish because I understood the talent.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it starts there. You know, the producers have to be selfish, and it has to go back to the artists trusting the producers.
But let me elaborate on that. These producers nowadays aren't talented enough to produce a classic album for one person.
Well, most people are beat makers.
Yeah,
Bingo.
but that's what I'm saying.
Bingo.
They're not talented enough. They're not
Bingo.
producers. They
Yeah.
just trying to get placements because
Yeah.
that's where the money's at versus, like that's a bigger risk. A single is less of a risk than you trying to produce a whole album that's a classic.
Remind me how much it costs to make a beat.
I mean, you want to go specific or just
Just to make a beat. How much it costs?
it
I don't
take
need to be
time.
specific.
It take energy. It take
Right.
laptop. It take all these other.
I'm just saying you got everything you need. How much it costs? It don't cost.
It just costs you time.
Exactly. So as far as I'm concerned, there's no excuse.
I mean,
That's what I'm getting at.
I see you. Yeah, I see
You know what I mean?
but
Yeah.
it's like, you feel me? It's no excuse, but also understanding that most people don't understand the business to even say, if I produce this classic album for said artist, how do I get paid? How, like, the money don't even, like, you can't even see the money. Like, cause we thinking classic album, we thinking of Dr. Dre's and Kendrick's and whoop, they millionaires. You feel me? For somebody that ain't never like really dabbled in music business, they can't see the end goal.
So let me throw this at y'all. How has technology in the streaming game disrupted the idea of an album?
I mean, the algorithm is focused on singles.
So why would a producer even consider doing an album?
It don't make sense. That's my whole point. Right now in this generation, it don't make sense.
I mean, it's a bunch of different ways to the mountaintop. You know what I'm saying? Some people say singles. Singles, I think, if you focus like on paper, if you just
On
buy
the
the numbers,
algorithm. By the algorithm.
singles. You feel me? But you always got exceptions to every rule. You feel me? I constantly bring up them dudes. Sauce Walker, LaRussell, they built their platform off albums.
But they don't have no classics.
Well, what's the goal? If we talking about getting to a bag and establishing something, the dudes with the singles is establishing something, but they establishing something through projects.
But we talking about classic albums. We talking about classic albums here. They don't got no classics.
No, but I'm speaking just in terms, the dudes that's focused on singles, they don't care about classic albums. So I'm saying
they do.
Nah, you think so?
Some of them do.
The ones that's focused on singles?
Bro, they just got to play the game. Like, they can't focus on classic album because it don't make sense for the label. It, like, when you say, I want to make a classic album, go to the label, like, no, make a single. You need a hit record. Yeah. You need more hit records.
Well,
hit records. That's all we want, hit records. We don't want...
We're in a TikTok era right now.
Yeah.
Attention spans is short for sure. For sure. People got shorter attention spans. But we do have other artists that have dropped classics, right?
What was the last?
Like when you say,
what's the last classic album release to you?
As far as like a globally recognized,
I mean, a classic album. It performed well. It sounds well. Everything's just on point.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been a while, but it's because we haven't seen them type of artists.
I can't listen to a whole album now.
My point is exactly
short too.
I don't even lie to you.
Yeah,
that's the whole point. Like
the last album that I'm familiar with that came out was Dom Kennedy's last album.
The most recent one?
That I'm familiar with, that's in my rotation of artists that I listen to. And, Dom's album came out and I think not because I don't want to listen to it, but I probably made it through 5 songs. And
I haven't even listened to one.
Yeah. And it's not because I don't want to, it's just my attention span and time.
Same.
And, my listening time is usually in a car.
Me too.
And that's the thing. Like, when we listen, we so busy with life that our thinking of listening, like you said earlier, I was just chilling at granny crib, nobody at home. I could blast this shit and really just indulge into it. Like, we don't have that luxury no more just to indulge in music as we want to. Most time it's in the car now.
Well, the crazy part is we really don't have the car culture here in L.A. anymore.
Nope.
So, when you got to think, when I was coming up, the car culture was real.
Yeah.
It was Sundays, Venice Beach. From Venice Beach, head over to Crenshaw. Saturday nights, if you could get along, you go to Whittier. Sundays, if you didn't go, early in the day, you go to HP.
You was in Terminal Island?
If you got a couple brown homies, you know what I'm saying? I was going to vouch for you. That's what you did. Oh, Terminal Island was the shit.
I was a young nigga. My mama used to tell me about that shit.
You know what I'm saying? So the car culture was real. So it was normal to hear people driving down the block with the Datsun, the Nissan Datsun, with the 18s lined up in the back, bumping MC Breed, you know what I'm saying? Bumping Chronic 2001, bumping, Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style.
No, that was before 2001.
MC Breed, and Tupac. That's what it was.
Right.
But now, there's no car culture.
I mean, it is a car culture.
Well, there is. It's different. It's different. It's pockets of it, but it's not. The police is tripping on you.
It's not the dominant culture.
They doing donuts and intersections and all that stuff now. It's different. Yeah,
it's different.
It's still here, but it was
about how loud the music was. So it felt good to hear your music playing driving down the street.
And that's the thing. A lot of these new cars, you can't put that music that they used to put in there in the new cars.
Yeah, the speakers can't handle it.
It messes up the computer. It messes up your airbags, all kind of crazy shit.
Really?
So you can't even put all that shit in your car.
Well, it's all computers now.
Yeah.
Right,
imagine if I go take the Tesla and put a sound system in there. Like, it's got to be custom done.
Rattling,
you know?
rattling.
Tesla got to put it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some sound shops that'll do it, but do you want to risk it?
Right.
Void your warranty?
Yeah, your whole car shut down. You can't do
Yeah.
nothing about it.
What you gonna do?
They ain't gonna do nothing but be deaf when he get old anyway. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but you still got your G-body people out here still rolling around, you know?
Yeah, that's why I like my Charger. My Charger had a great sound system. It had a great sound system. I don't got it no more. But it was like an Alpine system. And
Stock?
It's stock.
Yeah.
But it sound good, and it was just like the best system.
That's the thing. Most of the newer cars, man, they sound good though. I
Most
mean,
of
you
them.
ain't. They not. It's not gonna be like fucking trunk rattling shit like how
Right.
shit used to be back in the '90s. But I mean, the actual
Sound,
sound.
yeah.
You can
Yeah.
turn it up. It ain't all distorted. Like it sound good.
Yeah, because
But
it's
the-
high quality now.
But the difference, though, is that when we listened to music back in the day, back in the 90s and early 2000s, it wasn't really about us hearing. It was about everybody else
Right.
hearing. it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right,
It was a difference. So that was free promotion for an album.
Right.
And if somebody put on a classic album, that classic album was going, if the person drove up the boulevard this way playing one song and they came back, the middle of the album was playing. You feel me? So he was like, oh, shit, I got to go get that album.
Right.
Damn, that's off the...
Right.
That shit hard.
But see, and that's the thing. We got too many options to listen to these albums
Facts.
now, so it's like it's diluted. You
That's
feel me?
that's for sure. But it's the pro and the con, right? Because I was just I forgot, somebody posted something, and I just posted this on their shit the other day. Music is decentralized,
Yeah,
which is great for independent artists.
yeah, for sure.
But like when we talk about the classic albums, there's so many things at play with,
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
classic album.
Yeah, yeah.
Number one,
It's all the lines
Number
gotta-
one, it's coming with major backing.
Yeah, the Starz got a line.
Yeah, and it's coming with major backing. That's
Right.
how we got all them classic albums was
Yeah,
off
yeah.
of major labels,
Yeah,
right?
their first single got a $500,000 budget for a video.
Yeah, so a lot of the stuff we tend to, I guess, not like or maybe complain about is everything come at a cost. You feel me? So yeah, us as independents, it's perfect. You know what I mean? We got everybody got a distribution deal. Everybody got
Right,
DistroKid.
right.
Everybody got publishing admin, Song Trust. Everybody is a record label now, but you're gonna get less and less and less globally recognized classic albums
Right.
because labels are falling apart.
So is it still about the music or is it about the movement?
The label's not falling apart. That's the misunderstanding.
Oh, they just gearing up for something else.
They getting rid of dead weight.
Well, the other part of it too is they're publicly traded companies now. The second they made the decision to go publicly traded, now they answer to different people now.
Yeah,
Got you.
the bigger investors that owns.
Even without that though, they was always about the bottom line. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Even
but
without-
no, but they
without-
kept some artists a long time. Now they just got rid of them.
Yeah.
We ain't even about to play these games.
Right.
Yeah, it's the corporate game now. It's consistency. You gotta keep growing. You gotta keep growing. But if you can't develop artists, how can you grow? Things are moving so fast.
And then and how music is, like most people will listen to older songs than newer songs. Guess who owns the right to these older songs? These major labels.
Right.
So they collecting most of the money that's coming in because most people are listening to older shit.
Well,
which
when
is
you
why
get-
those older artists got to keep touring. So
And they can keep touring because they got classics.
Right.
You feel me?
We follow all the same industry insiders though, and them industry insiders, they say this shit is falling apart.
They saying for
They
They-
talking about
they-
the structure, how labels are no longer labels; they're turning into tech companies.
yeah, so because they got
Without a
money
doubt.
already generating, so they just going to enhance the money they already got generating. It's not like this new artist is about to come and be the biggest thing because he can't even outperform these old catalogs we got. You feel me? So it's like, why even try to make new shit when all this old shit working? We just can maximize that. You feel me?
Just keep working the old catalog.
Just work the old catalog.
I mean, I ain't nowhere near that industry shit, so I couldn't say. I'm going off of what I'm hearing from the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
the Mizzes and the, you know what I mean? Them
but if
cats.
you listen to what they saying, they saying the labels are about to turn tech for a reason.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
the whole
they
world is
already-
going
they're
tech.
already-
I mean, yeah, they already
The
tech,
whole
but
world
you
is-
know
yeah,
why they
yeah.
tech? Cause they about to AI's the old music, not the new music. They don't care about new music.
Well, I think the next thing is like just AI. That was the thing for a minute. It's AI artists.
But that's
You know
not
what I'm
gonna
saying?
work. And it's proven over and over
It
again.
worked
They tried.
before.
It worked for a moment until we realized to the people realize we can't relate.
No, I'm talking about. Remember Gorillaz?
Mhm.
That was the first. That was the first one. That was one dude. That was a cartoon alternative, like indie alternative rock type group.
But did it take over the world? Nah.
Gorillaz they had a run. You don't remember that? You don't remember? That was when we was in middle school, I think.
There's more AI music out here than you realize that is loaded up, playing, and people just don't know.
But people,
I
think
know.
it's not.
It might be
in
a
the
personal
culture.
thing.
It's not really in the culture.
It ain't in.
No, it's
Yeah.
not culture, exactly.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's not part of the movement.
If it don't break the culture, then it's not a success.
Yeah.
Because the culture leads the way. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But it's going back to what we was talking about though, in terms of like what makes a classic. As we've been talking, and you talking about movement versus like music, it just made me think like a key component is like who can tap into like what's going on, like who can speak to and for the masses at the time, like who can speak to the times, like what's going on at that time. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of artists, and it's interesting because most people who come from like my realm of thought, like old head, like MC type, like into lyricism, even those type of artists, they're not even doing that. So you got people who's like making the turn up music, you got people who's trying to make like quote unquote conscious music, and then you got people somewhere in between, but like who's really trying to tap into the ethos of like what's happening right now. You know what I mean? Like, because it's a lot of shit going on.
But it's happening so fast, so it's hard for artists to even keep up.
And that's what I hear a lot of the time with artists and music is just like people just making music and then just feel like they're just making it just to make it.
Yeah, I mean, I think your argument is there's not enough conscious music.
Nah, not even necessarily conscious. This is more like an energy thing. It's like an energetic thing. Like how can you speak to and tap into the energy of like how people feel? Because you can do that. You can do that in the club. You know what I mean? You can do that through a conscious song, storytelling song. You can do that multiple ways, but it's just the care is not there. Like, but a lot of people just don't care about what they're doing.
Well,
like
let me go ahead.
Go ahead.
Like, I think like even like let's go back to the Drake and Kendrick beef.
Yeah.
They created that moment where everybody's attention was on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why Kendrick and Drake was able to get these songs off. And then the one that had the song that related to the people in that moment, that was they not like us. You feel me?
Right.
It resonated with all the people in that moment. You feel me?
Yeah,
so that what made that song become what it was.
Great point, yeah.
So I think our attention, everybody's attention is elsewhere. Everybody that scrolled, they seeing different shit. So if nobody is tuned into one thing, remember back in the day, bro, we only had the TV. We only had 106 in Park, MTV Jams. So it wasn't too many options. That's the problem. It's so much options out here that
you don't have to. Yeah,
you don't even have to listen to this shit because I'm listening to this shit. And who cares about that shit? Like you was telling me earlier, the Gorillas, I didn't listen to it because I had this over here. You feel me?
Right.
But that was an era where it started changing. Like once the internet came, it was like, all right, bro, everybody could do it. And everybody picks their own niche, what they like, and they stick to that. You don't even got to reach out to anything else because they feeding me what I need.
Everybody fighting for attention.
I like it, man. I like, even though it seems like a lot of the time we talk doom and gloom kind of about the music industry, you know what I'm saying? But I mean
that's what it is.
People still making money, number one.
Yeah,
people still
definitely.
making money. The money may be different, but I like the fact that the shit is decentralized. I like that that it's wide open and that if you can find a niche and you can tap into a crowd, if you can find your audience, you can make a living off music. I truly believe that.
You got to be a hustler. If you're a hustler, you're going to strive.
Look, Lou.
Yeah.
This is the best time in the industry for me.
right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Right. You an independent label. You don't like to
Look,
say
man.
that, but you an indie label.
I'm just a humble guy.
I'm just a humble guy. Oh, look, now he want to be humble. Man, fuck being humble, man. It's time to pop your shit.
It's time you got to pop out and
Show these niggas, man.
You know, it was one thing, I was just talking to the homie the other day. I was talking to Daytone. Daytona 500, Neck Breaker Productions. I'm talking to him. He's telling me, telling me some tour stories of him being on tour. And I was like, we were just talking about how that was the thing. We could literally press up a CD on our own, get in the car, and go across the country and hit every major city and sell CDs. Nobody tracked it.
Right.
Because we couldn't afford the barcode.
Right.
But we knew we were selling CDs.
Right.
And I knew I used to sell like anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 CDs a month out the trunk. $10, $15, $20 a pop.
Killing them.
Yeah. I had the plug who was hooking the brother up with, duplicating them. I was, I could duplicate like 100 CDs an hour.
Yeah.
Sometimes more.
Yeah.
So for me, it was dope for me. Get the CD made, go move it. I mean, it only cost me what does a CD cost? Like 25, 50 cents to make or something like that?
Cheaper
Back
than
then,
that.
probably.
Yeah, when I was busting them down, it was 10 cents a CD.
You go down to Kinko's, or you just buy the ink cartridge yourself, print them out, cut them out, put them in, put the saran wrap, and you hit the road.
She was like, dope.
That's what you did.
Nigga, Costco,
Now-
Best Buy used to have 100 CDs for
But guess
99
what?
cents.
Right.
I mean, 9.99.
But I had to hit the road, though.
Yeah,
I
you
had
have
to hit the road.
You have to put the
But
footwork
guess
in.
what now, Lou and D? I don't got to hit the road no more.
Nigga hit the internet.
I hit the internet. I grab my laptop and
Yeah.
He on the road.
Yeah.
I'm on the road.
We talked about that. We talked about earlier.
For
We
real,
said,
man.
People used to always tell me, man, you got to travel. You got to get your shit out of. You know what I'm saying? You got a local following, but you got to. And I'm
You
like,
gotta
shit.
branch out.
Now you
Man,
can branch out right
this
on.
This is
Right?
the
In
new
real
trap.
time.
This
we
is the
branching
new
out right
trap.
now.
Right,
man.
exactly.
This is a new trap right here. This phone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
World Wide Web.
Ain't no
Period,
money
man.
in the streets. The internet is the new
trap.
trap.
Come on, baby. Come on, man. I had to put that last 4 bars on there, Lou. coming out Friday.
Yeah,
Dropping
yeah.
Friday, man. Make sure y'all tap in with all our, you feel me, all our streaming platforms, everything we got going.
But look, we're gonna, Lou, give us your perspective, and we're gonna let D start closing us on out. But go on and give us your perspective on what we got to do to get back. What we got to do to get back to the idea. It doesn't necessarily have to be an album, but just the idea of making quality.
Yeah, just
Quality
got
to
you.
where someone could say, you know what, I want to hit play, and I don't want to leave this artist. I want to stay locked in with this artist because this artist has put some quality stuff out at some point in time in my life, because everybody's life is going to be different, a generation. I could say that was a classic.
Yeah. In my opinion, man, well, I touched on it earlier, is for people to get back to caring about the art. You know what I mean? Like actually caring about, like taking your time and really getting the ingredients right. You know what I'm saying? Getting the ingredients
Cayenne
right.
pepper,
Yeah,
seasoning
and
salt.
bringing that, tapping back into the storytelling, even if it's not necessarily like a beginning to end coherent story, but just the story of you. Like we all got a story. You know what I'm saying? And figuring out how to put your heart and soul into the music again. You know what I mean? Like
Usually missing that feeling.
yeah, man, that heart and that soul, man, is just like, I mean, you got some, it's around, you feel me? Like you hear, you feel it here and there, you feel it. But that's definitely the minority.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
definitely the minority. I mean, most and I get it. If the corporations are gonna eat, why not let the streets eat too? It turned into it's a hustle for most people. It's just a hustle.
Yeah,
it's just another hustle.
A quick lick, and that's it.
That's it.
Lou, is the soul of music the streets? Because historically, if you listen to like a Motown, you listen to Priority Records, a Death Row, they talked about the experiences.
Yeah, and that's what's missing. Like the struggle. Like most people, so blinded by the internet that people tell themselves they're not struggling, but most of us are struggling, bro.
You said most classics come from the struggle.
I think like people, like it's not like people not. It's our minds is so fucked up right now that people don't even know what they going through.
Everybody just living a facade for the gram.
Everybody living.
I think the struggle though, to me, is we have to get back to talking about the human struggle.
Yeah, that's what.
As opposed to just some.
Yeah, I'm broke. I don't got. Yeah,
Well, not
that.
but just like some street. You know what I mean? Like the you know what I mean? Like the streets always been the streets, but when I think of the streets, I don't just think of like the hood. You feel me? Like
it's just
it's
the
people,
yeah.
just the people out, and we walk out on the street. The people you see, you breathe that city, that smog air, that smog filled air. You look around at the hustle and bustle of the city, and like that every day of like just being a everyday regular human being walking this planet, just trying to figure it out. No extras. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No extras on it. No trying to project some type of braggadocious image or nothing. Just like a regular guy, regular woman, whatever. Just a regular person
Average
representing regular people with their music.
It's hard to get back to that when you got this damn thing called the phone and social media.
Every day.
Bro, do you know how many women I sit here and go through ads pop up in my face of a girl?
Right.
And I'm like, why do you have all these filters? I want to see the real.
Everything's a facade.
Everything's fake. And people have gotten to the point to where it's fake. Fake this, fake that.
Mm-hmm.
Fake it till you make it.
That's why people think AI music gonna work, because people so accustomed to fake, they don't even care about the real.
Yeah, but that's why
they
the real
ain't
that's why the real always stands out the way it does, though. You know what I'm saying? That's
Facts.
why you have a Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. Like, who's the biggest? Who's considered at the top of the game? It's the ones that's doing the real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Some of them.
Some of them.
Even Drake at the beginning, his shit had some soul to it.
Drake music,
His shit has some soul
it's
to
real
it.
because it talks to people.
Yeah.
So that's why his music will always work, because he know how to have a conversation with a person
Right.
through
Right.
music. You feel me?
Right.
And make you think.
I mean, there's artists, right? There's the younger generation. They got big. Like, I think when I was talking about Kendrick and Cole, a young cat had said something about, man, I think NBA YoungBoy, bro. I'm like, all right, I understand. Like, I know what you mean, bro, but that's not what we talk. That's not what I'm talking about.
But I mean, to them, he ain't wrong. Because if you listen to his music, NBA YoungBoy talked about what these young niggas is going through right now.
Right.
And they talking about, it goes back to what he's talking about, pain music.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the pain.
Yeah.
And
All these,
these
these drugs, you feel me?
I keep D-Baby on rotation. You know?
Got you.
I relate to a lot of what he talks about. It's pain music, you know.
Yeah.
It's struggle.
It's struggle.
Yeah.
You know?
It's emotional struggle.
But
you feel me?
it's from here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I look for. I look for that music that's from here. You know what I mean? I like listening to Sauce talking that street shit. He talking what's going on, but he got this one song where he talk about, I forget the name, we be talking about where was you at? And he talking about the OGs, like where was you at when we were struggling? Like why didn't you come? It's like, yeah, man, I can relate to that.
Mm-hmm.
See, I feel that 100%. I guess I'm just ready to hear, because we've been hearing struggle. I mean, that's always been a thing, right? We're talking about the struggle. We go back to Motown.
So, that's
part of
rhythm
it,
and blues.
Well, how do we get? I'm waiting. I mean, this is the wave I'm on, and so I would like to see more artists try to tap into that. It's like, well, what comes next, right? Because after the rain, gotta come the sunshine.
You feel me?
Right? If you got a wound, your wound gotta heal. Why we don't never hear these artists that talk about their pain and their struggle? It's like when they get on, now they just shit on everybody like brokey. You know what I mean? Like, why we can't hear about the spiritual? Like, let us hear your growth as a human being. Like, what comes? Like, what have you learned? Like, what? Where is your heart and soul? You feel me? Like,
because look, bro, is we fighting the computer, so that song feeds to that algorithm.
Artist versus algorithm.
That's drama. What it really is. It's about
the internet wants to see drama.
We getting programmed without even realizing we getting programmed by what the algorithm is giving us.
Yeah.
So
gonna be a sheep.
Well, the algorithm is a mirror. Honestly, it's a mirror of the shit you into. Though
not all the time.
It's gonna feed. It's going
manipulated
to try to feed you everything that you're into.
Not everything. It's gonna feed you what it wants you to know too.
It's gonna feed you bullshit if you let it.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be a sheep?
That's the difference.
Right.
I think we have to break we got to break that mirror, because everybody just so caught up in themselves that they can't even see past the mirror.
Black mirror.
You feel me? So we got to break the mirror. The mirror, the algorithm, the everything that's going on with music right now.
Hey, couldn't say any better. Take us out of here, D.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all tapped in with the Kool Uncle Podcast, and today we chopped it up about what we talk about again. I forgot, man. We've been talking about
anything and everything. Nah, we got into classic albums.
Classic album.
Yeah.
What's a classic? The classic album still exists. I mean, y'all can leave y'all response in the comments and let us know if we missed some classic albums or whatever y'all feel that makes a classic album. Let us know in the comments.
And y'all artists, man, get back to putting heart and soul in your shit, man.
Yeah, man. Like, comment, subscribe.
Is the soul
You heard
there?
what Lou said. You heard what Pro just said.
There?
Yeah.
Bring
the real back.
Do you got a classic album?
Ooh. Do you have a classic? Or what is your favorite classic? And what made it a classic?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
But yeah, until next time, we out.
Peace.
Yeah. I'm the Kool Uncle. Yeah, I'm the Kool Uncle. Yeah, hey, I'm the Kool Uncle.